look at her, just keeps on getting better with her hand in mine. So we're walking by the shore, I've got something to say, but words can't describe the way that I feel when I look in her eyes, 'cause
Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this smoky eye look. This is actually going to be a collaboration with my two YouTube besties, Andrea Honey20 and Chelsea Lynn. We're each doing a different look using the same palette, and the palette we're using is the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette that just came out last month. If you got this palette, you know the struggle of what it was to try and order this, but we all finally got our hands on it and finally decided to do a collaboration together. So this is the beautiful palette. I love it so much. It's a very beautiful palette. I'm doing the smoky look, Andrea is doing a colorful look, and Chelsea is doing a more natural, neutral look. So I will leave their links to their channels and their videos down below and also at the end of this one. So after you're done watching mine, you can go check them out. Don't forget to show them some love and subscribe to them. They're the sweetest girls ever and I just love them so much. So anyways, on to this video. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this smoky eye look, then just keep watching. So I already applied my face makeup and my brows off camera just to save some time, but I will leave all of that in the description box below. I'm going in with my Stay Don't Stray by Benefit just to prime my eyes, and I'm just working this from my eyelid all the way up into my brows. And I just recently purchased this product and I love it. It cancels out any discoloration on your lids and just really helps keep the shadows in place, and it doesn't make them crease or anything, and I'm just in love with this. Now for the star of the show, my Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. I'm going to start out by going in with this kind of light brown warm shade just to use as a transition color on this big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go in with windshield wiper motions and just apply this into my crease, like I said, for a transition shade, just so that all of the colors blend out really nicely and there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going in with this color here, which is pretty much the same as the first color we used. It's just like a shade darker, but it's still that warm brown tone. I'm going in with that same fluffy brush and just applying it through my crease again, making sure to concentrate most of the color on the outer corner, but still making sure to sweep it into the inner corner as well. Then I'm going in with this first color in the palette, which is more of a shimmery champagne color, just to pop that on my brow bone to highlight. And then I'm just going to go back in with my fluffy brush just to kind of blend that out so it's not too harsh of a highlight. Then going in with this fourth color in the palette, I'm just going to be placing this all over my lid up to the crease, and I'm using more of a patting motion just to build up the color a little more. Then I'm going back in with that second shade we used on more of a dense blending brush, and I'm just going to be concentrating this in my crease again, keeping it more on the outer corners just to kind of start building that smokiness. Then I'm going in with this, what I would call more of a neutral brown. I'm just taking this on that same blending brush and applying this right through my crease, kind of just building this color up again to give the crease a little more depth and create that next step in the smoky eye. Then to help that blend out, I'm just taking my fluffy brush again and just taking that first transition shade. I didn't put a clip in, but just putting that first transition shade kind of on the edges to blend it and soften it. Then I'm taking this more chocolate brown color and I'm popping this just on the outer V of my eye. I really want this to be dark, and this is where the smokiness is really going to come into play. And you can see already it just makes a huge difference. You do want to make sure you kind of blend this in with the kind of middle part of your crease. I want to go all the way to the center, but just so you don't have like just a dark blob, if that makes sense, on the outer corners. You do want to just kind of look, you can see here I'm just like lightly swiping it across to blend that color. Then I'm taking this more kind of burgundy color. It's so hard, these colors do not have names, but I'm just going to kind of be placing that over that color because I wanted it to be a little more warm than what the chocolate brown was giving me. So I just place that over the same way, and again blending everything out. It's very important when you're doing smoky eyes to make sure everything is blended. Again, just going in with that first color of the palette to brighten up the brow bone and inner corners. And then I'm taking this color here, which is very beautiful. I don't really know how to describe it. I would say kind of like a sandy brown, I don't know, but you can see the color. It's just so beautiful. I'm placing this right between the lid color and the outer corner. Again, this step is just going to help blend everything together. And then I'm going in to line my eyes with my gel liner from Maybelline, and I'm just doing this as I normally do in my little wing. You can line it however you want, but for a smoky eye, I think a wing just works really well. Then after my liner, I'm going back in with that darkest color just on the outer corners again to darken that back up, because I feel like it can sometimes get a little dull after I do my liner. Then I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes and applying a little bit of mascara just to prep my lashes for the falsies. For lashes, I'm wearing my Ardell 120 Demis. I'm absolutely in love with these. They're just like the Demi Wispies, but a little shorter, so they look a lot more natural. Especially on my eye shape, I just find that I like these a little better, and yeah. So anyways, I went ahead and did my contour and highlight off camera as well after this, just to save time, but I'll leave that video link down below, and also what products I used in the description box as well. For my under eyes, I'm going back in with that first color we used, that more light brown shade, and I'm using it on a pencil brush just to sweep from outer corner to inner corners. And then I'm taking more of a dense blending brush again just to smoke out that lower lash line a little more. Then I'm going back in just to brighten up the highlight with that champagne color just on the inner corners and the brow bone, and then taking a smudger brush and this warm brown color and kind of just deepening up that lower lash line, smoking it out a little more, and taking again this more neutral brown color and doing the same thing, just building up that color on more of the outer corners of the bottom lash line just to really smoke it out. And then I'm going back in with my gel liner just to line my waterline to make it a little more dark and smoky, and then going in with some mascara just to hit those bottom lashes as well. Then I wanted to give you two different lip options. So the first one is MAC's Creme de Nude, which is just this very beautiful nude color. I think it works very well with this look and just makes you concentrate more on the smokiness of the eyes, and I think it turned out really pretty. Then for the second lip option, I went in with my NYX lip liner in the color Mauve and my Kat Von D lipstick in the color Ritual. Then on top of that, I also decided to go in with MAC Honey Love just in the center of my lips because I thought it just needed to be brightened up a little bit, and I really like how it turned out. It just overall gives the look a very warm, smoky, sultry look, and I just really like it. And after you are done with that, you are finished with this makeup look. Don't forget to go check out Chelsea and Andrea's videos and show them some love and subscribe to their channels. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all in my next one. Bye!
She looks good in a sundress with lips without her.